So I have Mr. Furtick. And if you would, you step to the podium and state your name and address for the record, please.
Ron Furtick, 1500 Turbyville. I see the town's attorney is planning to continue to smear me with his lies tonight. That's weird. I first submitted plans to obtain a building permit and for a sewer connection to LCMUA a year before last. The town's administration sued me later that year, saying that I had no intention of ever installing a sewer connection and stressed how critical building a sewer line was. Apparently, me spending $10,000 on engineering drawings and submitting an application for building permit means I have no intention of hooking up to a sewer system. That's weird, too. When the town's engineer sat on the plans, making no effort to approve them, almost a year later, the town finally approved the plans and issued a building permit. During this period of bureaucratic slow walking, I was heavily fined, at times daily, for not doing the work that the town said was so crucial. Last year, I filed a building permit to connect the existing old septic system up to the new sewer line extension that had been built in the preceding 3 weeks. I checked and was informed today that no building permits are available this year yet, only more tickets. That's really weird. It looks to me like the town's administration doesn't really want my compliance. They only want to beat on me and fine me personally in hopes of driving me out of business. Why would that be? It definitely has to do with the fact that I'm a political opponent who keeps forcing them to have elections. In the last 15 years, we have only had 3 elections, all of which were triggered by me running candidates that opposed the mayor and council. For a decade and a half, I've been the only real political opposition that the current administration says. So in typical authoritarian style, they've decided to use laws and lawsuits to silence and destroy their opposition, and thus democracy itself. This is the second time that the town has sued me. Many hundreds of thousands of dollars of taxpayer money, and my money too, have been completely wasted by this flagrant abuse of power. This is not the act of a municipality standing up for its citizens against a big developer, as the town has portrayed it. This is an authoritarian administration using public funds to attack its perceived political enemy. The real tragedy was I was never their enemy. I was the town's developer who was desperately trying to bring a walkable urban core to a town that needs an urban core and the sales tax revenue that comes with it, to prevent the taxpayers' property tax burden from skyrocketing into the future. Vote for me for mayor. And in this tyranny, vote Ron and Dawn for the town's future. Town of Hickory Creek needs a future. It needs the economic engine that only retail and commercial development. I've got about a minute left.
I'm sorry, we've got several others to get to, Mr.
Yeah,
Furtick.
I'd really...
Mrs. Furtick?
Right there.
Gloria Furtick, 1500 Turbyville Road. So, Hickory Creek needs a future. It needs the economic engine that only retail and commercial development can provide. Our wonderful town needs jobs for its citizens, shopping, and restaurants for its residents to eat at and to enjoy. My husband has spent the last 30 years attempting to get the town's leadership to understand the town's needs and desires. So far, they appear happy to line their pockets and attempt to beat him to death. But I truly believe the town citizens deserve better. That's why he and I are willing to give the citizenry one final shot at making a political difference, and he will run for a seat at the head of the table. The old maxim is true. If they don't give you a seat at the table, it means that you're on the menu. I'm sick. He is sick, and I am sick and tired of being on the menu. So now the shot clock is ticking down. This election will determine how the town develops out. A vote for Ron will determine whether the town will achieve economic growth through the development of a walkable urban downtown space, or a vote for continued authoritarian rule will result in a large first-class trailer park. The citizens will get to choose their future town's development in this election. While I think that my husband would make an excellent mayor, I would mostly like to focus on how completely ridiculous this stupid lawsuit is. Yeah, this is like 2 days worth of fines. I have a huge file on this. When really, I mean, we are trying to get this done, and we have been working on it, and we would have already been done had we been able to get permits. Thank you.
Thank you. Danielle McCurry.